Live from WSLS, this is 10 News at 6, working for you.
Now at 6, a final push with local campaign visits ahead of Decision 2021.
People are coming out in hundreds.
Why election integrity is driving voter turnout.
Plus, new efforts to better protect and serve.
This is about public safety.
The steps being taken to address a lack of law enforcement.
Good evening, and thanks for joining us. I'm Brittany McGraw.
I'm John Carlin. Voters will head to the polls for Decision 2021 in less than a week.
And today, both candidates running for governor made campaign stops here in our area. Democrat Terry McAuliffe visited Danville, followed by a rally at the University of Lynchburg this afternoon. Meanwhile, Republican Glenn Youngkin made a stop in Roanoke County before heading to Blacksburg tonight. Both men addressed concerns about education.
We've got to invest $2 billion a year to fix our education system because, think about this, we are 50th out of 50 states on average teacher pay as it compares to the average pay of our citizens.
I want parents to make sure they understand that as their governor, I'm going to go work for them. I'm going to make sure that parents have a role in their kids' education.
A new poll released today shows the big three races in the Commonwealth, including governor, lieutenant governor, and attorney general, are all neck and neck. And officials are working around the clock ahead of Decision 2021 to make sure your ballot is secure.
10 News reporter Annie Schroeder joins us live tonight to show us what they're doing when it comes to security. Annie.
Hey, John and Brittany, good evening. Well, those local and statewide races here are getting closer by the day, which means election officials are working around the clock to make sure that every vote is secure.
At the Virginia Department of Elections, we believe the integrity of our democracy is bound by the integrity of our elections.
All eyes are on Virginia as statewide races in the upcoming election gain national attention, which means those working the polls are working to make sure each vote is secure and properly counted.
When the ballot is actually approved by the Department of Elections and when ballots are received here, the physical security of that is prime consideration for us.
Roanoke City Election Director Andrew Cochran says their polling machines got security upgrades this summer to help ensure more safety at the polls.
So everything is tested and retested before every election, which most people don't see. We do test every single machine. We have a set of test ballots to ensure that they are tabulating the way voters mark their ballot.
Political candidates are also weighing in on election integrity. Republican gubernatorial candidate Glenn Youngkin has spoken about election integrity throughout his campaign. President Biden even weighing in while campaigning for Terry McAuliffe earlier this week.
This guy starts and he's calling for election integrity. Now, why did he do that? Because he wanted to hear Donald Trump?
But Youngkin says he trusts the Department of Elections.
I do. I've said all along, I think we're going to have a fair election. We're doing all our work. We got tons of volunteers participating in the election process. It's awesome.
Still, voting officials say Virginians have an increased interest in how their ballots get counted.
So I think we're able to answer most people's questions. It has become more complicated and more complex. So we try to speak to the levels of security that we have in place so that people can understand that better.
Now, early voting is set to end here in Virginia this Saturday. The polls open on Election Day this Tuesday at 6 a.m. Live in Roanoke tonight, Annie Schroeder, 10 News, working for you.
And we are working for you, asking the candidates the tough questions ahead of Tuesday. Last night, I shared my interview with Terry McAuliffe, and tonight I'll go one-on-one with Glenn Youngkin for a candid conversation, get his take on the best way to fight COVID-19, among other issues, and that'll be tonight at 7, right here on WSLS 10. And a reminder, when we're not on the air, you'll find complete election coverage on our app and online at WSLS.com.
Turning now to your forecast, where right now we are seeing sunny skies.
But as Chief Meteorologist Jeff Hanowich tells us, it's not going to last very long.
That is correct.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, that is correct. By tomorrow, we're pretty cloudy, and by late tomorrow, the rain chances really start to ramp up once again. But for now, for tonight, for this evening, nothing to worry about. As a matter of fact, the next 5 to 6 hours, we're looking at fair skies. Now, I will tell you that temperatures are going to drop pretty quickly. At 7 on average, low to mid 60s, falling into the low to mid 50s by around 10 or 10:30. On Thursday, Temperatures start in the 40s. In the morning tomorrow, we're dry. May even see a few breaks of sunshine farther to the east early in the day. But by the afternoon, we're overcast. May start to see a couple of showers moving in soon after lunchtime, but a better chance for a more widespread rain will push in from dinner time on Thursday. Highs tomorrow, 61 as the wedge starts to build in, so much cooler tomorrow. As far as how much rain we see, I'd say most areas 1 to 2 inches. There could be isolated spots that see a little less than that. There could be isolated spots that see a little bit more than that. Therefore, localized flooding will need to be monitored. At this point, I'm not expecting any severe weather. Why? Because I think temperatures are just going to be too cool. John, Brittany.
It's not isolated to one county or state. This is a national issue.
What we're talking about are staffing shortages. Henry County made moves this week to help curb the public safety issue by increasing pay for public safety officers. But as 10 News reporter McKinley Strother explains, it may depend on the taxpayer whether this continues.
We do have openings all over.
Dozens of people are needed to fill positions for the new county jail on top of current openings for patrol deputies to investigators and school resource officers. The Henry County Sheriff's Office needs a boost, and they're not alone.
This is about public safety.
Former police officer and criminologist Dr. Todd Burke says public safety officers are being asked to do more for less. Sheriff Lane Perry says low pay and negative receptions of officers is to blame.
And it really left mark in the law enforcement ranks, and that's the reason all of a sudden there was a mass exodus of people leaving.
Burke says lawmakers will need to address pay. Tuesday, the Henry County Board of Supervisors did just that.
It's actually a $2 an hour increase.
That adds around $4,000 a year for deputies. Average starting salary will now be $42,000 to $43,000.
This right here will heal, some of the what we would say wounds in the Sheriff's Department of giving equal pay to the deputies compared to other counties in the area.
But this is just a bandage on a wound that needs surgery, if you will. The board is using COVID-19 relief money for the raises through next June, but has the tall order of budgeting these raises next year, which will likely mean a 3.9-cent increase on the real estate tax.
We don't like to pay higher taxes either, but but if we're going to maintain as a county and keep things the way we've got, then that's the only way we're going to be able to do it.
Making ends meet to keep you safe.
This was a statement from our community that law enforcement is important to our citizens.
McKinley Strother, 10 News, working for you.
Deputies will also get a $3,000 bonus approved by the General Assembly next month.
Well, between the pandemic and supply and demand for fuel, it's been a long haul for truck drivers. And with the winter months ahead, that means that you may have trouble getting fuel to heat your home. That's because of a nationwide truck driver shortage. Foster Fuel says the company is seeing fewer drivers and more demand, and that puts a strain on the industry. We're told that they had a backup plan, and they've hired about 30 qualified employees since last year.
And we've been fortunate to pull some of those drivers that we hire for emergency events for short-term or temporary employment to not only support that mission, but come aboard as a full-time or part-time employee.
A AAA spokesperson says many drivers turned to other jobs during the pandemic, and when the economy started bouncing back, they didn't come back. So it's been tough for companies to find enough drivers.
The Franklin County Sheriff's Office is doing its part to protect bicyclists. They'll host a bike rodeo where they'll teach kids how to ride and share some safety tips. Research shows nearly 850 bicyclists were killed in crashes in 2019. This event aims to lower that number.
You can be an old kid, a young at heart, a little bit older, so come out if you're a balance bike age, which is usually about 4 years or younger. We have some balance bikes available for use. And then if you're in your 50s, 60s, and just want to come out and maybe practice and refine a few of your skills, come on out, because we're not going to turn anybody away.
The bike rodeo is November 6th at 10 a.m. at Wade Park.
Life-changing technology for better sleep.
The first of its kind treatment addressing a common yet dangerous condition.
Have a question about current events, new laws? We can help. Just ask 10. It's easy. Go to WSLS.com, click on the menu icon, and click Ask 10. Type your question, and we'll work on an answer. Ask 10 on WSLS.com.
A groundbreaking treatment could offer relief to those with sleep apnea.
And one doctor at Lewis Gale, Dr. Brian Gross, is the only doctor in Southwest Virginia trained to do the procedure. Typically, patients use a CPAP machine that forces oxygenated air into their airways as they sleep, allowing them to breathe. The problem is only about 50% of people diagnosed can tolerate wearing one because it's uncomfortable and it's noisy.
Well, a new safe alternative is the Inspire Upper Airway Stimulation System. A sensor is placed in your chest connected to a stimulator placed on a nerve in your neck. When it's turned on, it sends a tiny shock to your tongue and throat every time you breathe in, and that forces your airways open.
You can move from a machine that you have to lug around everywhere, you have to remember to take. If you go on vacation, you have to remember, to where with this device, it is implanted, it goes with you everywhere, and really you just turn it on and it works.
The outpatient procedure is minimally invasive and it's covered by insurance.
You're looking at a live picture from our Virginia Tech Skycam overlooking Blacksburg. Hardly a cloud in the sky, lots of blue skies, a beautiful sunset in progress. However, we will let you know when the wedge comes back into play for us and when you will need the umbrella coming up.
McAuliffe, Youngkin, a 10 News exclusive. John Carlin's revealing conversations.
The number of shootings way up. What would you do to fix it?
The insight to help you decide. Decision 2021, tonight at 7, only on 10 News.
Love is in the air in Pulaski County. These new love letters are now up outside the Tower of Refuge Church.
This new sign is one of more than 275 across the Commonwealth, and they're popular photo spots for both locals and visitors.
It's all part of the Virginia is for Lovers brand. It's meant to promote travel and tourism as well as pride in the community.
Your local weather authority, always watching and tracking for you from the JES Weather Center.
A beautiful day across southwest, central, and south side Virginia. We had less wind, we held on to our sunshine, and temperatures did warm quite a bit. Now to the west, that's where we have our next weather maker, and it extends from Canada all the way south into Mexico. This is an enormous cold front, and it is indeed headed our way. It has impacted much of the country. In California, for example, the same storm system that's going to impact us beginning tomorrow brought close to 50 inches of rain towards the Sierra Snow Lab. That, of course, is in California. It's in the Sierra Nevadas. In addition to that, we had the wettest 24-hour period ever recorded in Sacramento, where they got close to 5.5 inches of rain. So this front means business. By the way, it also brought feet of snow towards parts of the Rocky Mountain states. For us, no snow, just rain. And again, I stressed to you that the rain is likely going to pick up as we head into tomorrow. In the morning hours, we've got nothing to worry about. By the afternoon, that's when we're going to start to see these scattered showers around, especially after about 2, 3 o'clock. Then as we head into tomorrow night, the rain really starts to fill in. As a matter of fact, some of the rain we have Thursday night into Friday will likely be heavy as the air rises up the terrain. The rain turns heavy for us Thursday night into Friday morning. I think by Friday afternoon, although we're not dry, the rain will not be as widespread and it's not going to be as heavy for us. So with this next storm system, I would say virtually everybody is going to see about 1 to 2 inches of rain. There will be isolated spots that could see up to 3 inches of rain along the Blue Ridge. There could be isolated spots that see a little less than an inch. But for the most part, we're about 1 to 2 inches of rain out of this next storm system. Let's look at that weekend planner. And again, on Friday, we're still going to have that chance for some rain around. I will tell you that on Saturday, not as many showers will be around. So Saturday's not as wet as Thursday night or Friday, but Saturday still some passing showers. And then on Halloween, we're dry and breezy. Sunday looks to be the nicer of the 2 weekend days as we're going to have a little more sunshine to enjoy. I want to show you temperatures here at 618, 66 in Lynchburg, also into Roanoke, 58 in Hot Springs. You're in the mid to upper 50s NRV. You're well into the 60s out across Danville and South Boston. So let's talk October. It has been very warm so far. Average temperature rankings have it the second warmest October ever in Blacksburg and Lynchburg, the fourth warmest in Roanoke and Danville, and the sixth warmest ever in Covington. For tonight, chilly with a calm wind. Overnight lows tonight 42 to 48. Now for the day tomorrow, rain arrives later. I'm talking after about, again, 2 o'clock. High temperatures tomorrow ranging anywhere between, say, 54 and 59 in the mountains. Outside the mountains, 61 to 68. Your extended forecast showing temperatures 60 to 62 Friday and Saturday. Then we'll well up into the 60s early next week. Again, a wet go of it at times. Late Thursday, Friday, even into Saturday, with Thursday night into Friday morning being the wettest time for us. Sunday, can't rule out a stray lingering shower. Otherwise, Sunday on Halloween, increasing sunshine, then more sunshine for all to enjoy early next week. John, Brittany.
Halloween festivities will come a little later than usual in Vinton this year.
Downtown trick-or-treating was originally scheduled for tomorrow, but town leaders decided to postpone it until Monday because of the rainy weather.
And we are closely watching the weather ahead of the WSLS drive-through trick-or-treating event tomorrow. And we do expect that it's probably going to end early, but we want to make sure your kids get all the candy. So for now, we're moving forward.
Things get started at 3 at Lehman Family Farms. And make sure to download our app so you can get updates on your phone if rain impacts the event.
All righty, the Fall Classic moving to Game 2. The Martinsville weekend inching ever closer, and we'll hear from both BYU and Virginia on Broncos' return to his old stomping grounds. Sports is next. Meantime, the NASCAR playoffs are at the paperclip this weekend. Keep your eyes on the 9 car starting outside of row 1. That is some guy named Chase Elliott. He used last year's winning Martinsville effort to springboard his way to his first championship. We'll hear from Chase before the week is out on Sunday's approach. Here's what's coming up this weekend. Saturday at 1 is the Truck Series, followed by the Xfinity Series at 6, and the Cup race right here on WSLS 10 beginning at 2 p.m. in Martinsville. Among the volleyball games we're tracking tonight, the Blue Ridge District Championship, that's LB Franklin County. Panthers are saying they're not pursuing Deshaun Watson despite rumors to the contrary, and LeBron out again tonight with an ankle injury.
Thanks, Happy.
All right, coming up, a look into the very personal struggles here in the United States behind the crisis in Afghanistan.
The work one nonprofit is doing to help. That's next on NBC Nightly News. Then we'll see you back here at 7.